Bonjour, and welcome to all you comic book geeks, readers, and collectors. I don't know where this is an unusual comic book haul because I think I did go through this on one of my back issue hauls. But when I had a little perusal of this particular series that was right at the start of 1990, right at the start of the decade, the 1990s. Now, what a decade in comic book history, yeah? But McFarlane started it off in style with this one, and I am a big fan of Todd McFarlane. I've loved his art style from day one. My old mate Paul, Comics and Fantasy in Hornchurch, Essex, he sorted me out this run of his Spider-Man. He'd sorted me out the Amazing Spider-Man run he did before he was given carte blanche by Marvel to do this. He wrote it, he drew it, and this video we're going to have a look at the issue that he not only wrote and drew like he did all the others. I've only got the first 12 here, in fairness. I think there was about 15, I think. Old Toddy Boy did. But there was one that he also coloured. And I don't know. We're going to have a little deep dive after the scroll. I'm not going to take long. It's not going to be like one of my long deep dives. But we're going to have a look at why I think Todd McFarlane is colourblind after the scroll. Okay then, gang, so if you are a comic book collector or aficionado of either Spider-Man or Todd McFarlane or Marvel, you'll know what happened in 1990 after Todd burst on the scene from DC to Marvel. He was on the Incredible Hulk, and then he'd done a lovely run on Amazing Spider-Man, and then he was given carte blanche by Marvel to do whatever he wanted, and he was the artist writer on Spider-Man for a year or so, and I did enjoy the way he went he still maintained his cartoony style. And for me, this is a cartoony style. It's a very exaggerated style that perfectly suits Spider-Man. And I loved the fact that there was a foreboding in it. There was a darkness because of the black borders, paper, whatever you want to call it. And then he would intersperse it with plain paper, especially when MJ was about. So here we go, and that encapsulates everything this era of McFarlane. And don't get me wrong, I am a big fan. I like the highly stylised artists, and he's still learning his craft. Look, he's not getting everything right, is he? The flatness here. And listen, I can't draw anywhere near as good as that, but you know what I'm getting at. This is a guy who's a professional comic artist, so we're entitled to critique. Right. What I want to talk about is the colouring. Now, a guy called Bob. It was Bob Sharon who was colouring these books, and here we go. Here's issue 2. And Bob Sharon, I'm assuming they've done the covers as well. We've got a little bit of glariness there, but there's nothing. And Bob Sharon, and again we've got the darkness, we've got we've got a full bleed here, but it suits the darkness of the Lizard storyline. Now we've got MJ, and then we haven't got no dark borders. Love it. Great colouring. I know it's only red and blood, but you still need to give it a bit of colouring. You still need to look, the jam on the toast. It still needs to be coloured correctly. Whether it's the colour of the socks that MJ's wearing and her slacks, and introspective panels like this. And composition, McFarlane's nailing it. He really is. And he's got a great style, and he's getting, here we go back to the black borders again. It just gives you that darkness. Love it. Love it. And I will race through this because I don't really want to ramble, because it was just something that surprised me, guys, when I was having a little. I love the upside down logo on that. I think I've gone through this on a back issue haul, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. But I didn't do a deep dive on these. Look at this. I love these splash pages. He did love doing a splash page on McFarlane. And this is where he made his name. This, you know, I know we can say Spawn, and I know we can say he owns a corporate, you know, a comic book corporation now. This is where he kind of this is great stuff, and it needs to be coloured correctly. We need to know where the lizard's head is, and his arms and his legs. We need to know. And the one thing I noticed in this run of Spider-Man that McFarlane done is that Bob Sharon was doing the colouring right up until this issue. Still a great cover, a lot going on. This is gonna, you know, in my comic book covers of the week, I would have loved a cover like to discuss like this. But then look what suddenly goes on. Guys, come on, just bear with me for 1 minute. Look what goes on with the colouring. They have let Todd not only do the writing and the drawing, but they're letting him colour it as well. And look at that mess. What an absolute mess. No. I've got to say, I was shocked. And I've been meaning to do this for a while, because I've just had the pile. Why is he doing? Why? Why green? There is no need for it. That first panel, fair enough. You know, it's a night time. You've got the rain lashing down. That's going to be difficult for even the most professional colourist. Pink with blue. My God. And look at the state. And what I will do is I will compare. Look how he does the colouring on this particular character. Look how he does the colouring. And the character's name eludes me. And look how a decent colourist does it. There's another colourist. I did write all this down, and now I've put the piece of paper somewhere and I can't find it. It's Gregory Wright, who is obviously a professional colourist. And look how it works. Just look how the colouring works within. And that's just a pale yellow and a pale yellow of the... Whereas that doesn't really work, green and brown. And no, we've lost the eyes for a start. For a start, we've lost the eyes. And we haven't in this issue. Even the hair, we haven't lost the hair. Look how more vibrant this is than when we allow McFarlane to colour his own. So anyway, that was basically it, guys. I just thought, wow, the guy's colourblind. Look at the mess. Every page and he's obviously using a lot of black in this storyline with his artwork, which I don't mind. I love it. I'm a UK comic book aficionado, so I love black and white. You know, give me David Lloyd doing V for Vendetta all day long. Look at this. Oh, wow. Look at this. Blue and green should never be seen. But then, what has he done here to MJ's face? And her fingers and her... What has he done with all this green? Like, literally, what has he done? I just don't know whether he done this drunk or He's just colourblind. Well, look at the mess. Look. And don't get me wrong, I know I'm really giving him a hard time on this issue, and I would love, oh Todd, if you're watching my video, please get in touch and let me know what went on here. Because other than that, so that, you know, that is an abomination of, you know, that proves that Todd McFarlane is colourblind. Because, you know, like I say, the issue after, look, we've got a lovely splash page there, and we know what's going on. Look, we've got chains, and, you know, there's still a lot going on. But Gregory Wright has got a handle on the colours. Look at the colours, guys, on this page compared to, you know, we literally know what's going on. There's no confusion. There's no use of stupid colours. Like I say, I showed you that page, and again, Todd's artwork and how he comes out of the darkness of this, and the first panel we see of MJ is the white border is normal. I love that subliminal kind of playing on our mind, and again, look, just great. You can tell why this was a massive hit. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of copies. I mean, I bet Marvel wishes they could be selling this level of issues of Spider-Man. Look, it's great. I bet they wish they were selling this level of Spider-Man these days. Surprise guest star. Well, don't know if it was the Hobgoblin or not. Oh, what did it win? What did it win? Favourite character, favourite penciler, look, favourite cover artist, favourite letterer. It didn't say favourite colourist. But anyway, I won't go on too much. Look, this is nice colouring by Gregory Wright. It's not on a par with some of the colourists that are doing superb work now, but this is 34 years ago. So the technology they have at their disposal, you have got to keep that in mind. You really do have to keep that in mind. They can't really bleed out and, you know, fade in and fade out and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know what all the technical jargon would be for all of that. But nevertheless, look what Gregory Wright done there. And probably he did less is more. And then the run, but listen, that was just one issue. It was issue 4. And then these issues carried on. Look, all the stuff we come to know and love McFarlane for. So I will just show you the good stuff. Look, here we go. We've got a bit of Wolverine, then Wendigo. This was a nice run. I mean, look, there's a way to colour this and not. I mean, I don't know if I would have gone for that, but like I say, you didn't have much of a palette. Oh, look, he's done. Who did this recently? Was it sorry if this is bleeding off my video page, but who did this recently? And I whinged about it. Was it in Deadpool? Anyway, this Wendigo storyline I really did enjoy. I remember from 30 odd years ago, and sorry I couldn't remember the woman's character. I don't know if she was just called the witch or not. I don't know. Can't remember. Don't know. But anyway, this was just a little quickie, guys, to show how sometimes you need to stay in your lane and draw beautiful imagery, but then don't ruin it with crap colouring. Look at the pastel yellows here. What's going on? Oh, wow. I would dearly love to know the story. If any of you out there in comic book land know the story of the colouring of this issue. I just don't, guys, I'm sorry if if this is a ridiculous video, but I just couldn't help. Look, even the way he's coloured round this, look, and the eyes on that, wow. It is the witch, look. Look at the state of this colouring. It is absolutely, and I don't know if this is a a big thing in Spider-Man fandom, please let me know in the comments. And if you've followed me this far, thank you so much. My sexy subscribers and you lot that are commenting, get back to me. If you've read this, got this in your collection, come on, get involved. Look at this. The more I look at it, these strips of blue. Look, the lizard somehow is blue now. Now he's green again. It's great. Anyway, I will leave it there, guys, and I will bid you all adios.